Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome dear student at the fourth year in the English section. Today we will continue speaking about financial analysis and financial ratios. First question, true or false? Asset utilization ratios can be used to measure the effectiveness of a firm's managers. Asset utilization ratios. This is true. Second question. Ratios are not misleading by inflation. Ratios are not misleading by inflation. This sentence is false. Where reported income must be further evaluated to identify sources of distortion. According to inflation, it will be some distortion for evaluation prices, returns, or investment numbers. Third question. Profitability ratios are distorted by inflation because profits are stated in current dollars while assets and equity are stated in historical dollars. This is true. Fourth question. Analysts agree that extraordinary gains or losses should be excluded from ratio analysis because they are one-time events and can distort annual results from normal operations. This is true. Trend analysis is used to project the further performance of an industry. This is false. Where trend analysis shows the company's performance over time. It compares the performance of the company through specific years. The next question. If two companies have the same return on equity ROE, they will also have the same return on assets ROA. It is not necessary. The answer is false. The next question. A company can improve its return on equity by changing its capital structure. This is true. Next question. Times interest earned is an example of the profitability ratio. Time interest earned ratio. This is false. Where time interest earned ratio is an example of debt utilization ratio. Investors are most concerned with the liquidity ratio of a company. As we said before, there are mainly three categories: potential investors, bankers, or creditors. For investors, the most concerned with the liquidity ratios of a company. This is false. Investors mainly focuses on profitability ratios. Number 10. Ratio analysis for any 1 year does not reflect accurate picture of the firm. This is true. To be accurate in the judgment for the company and its efficiency and effectiveness concerning the performance, you should take more than 1 year through trend analysis, where trend analysis reflects performance over a number of years. Without industry comparisons may not reflect a complete picture. It will give a picture of performance over a number of years against industry average. We can compare the performance of the company on one side and on the other side the industry average, or industry average as a benchmark or criteria comparing with the company performance. Multiple choice question. First one. For a given level of profitability as measured by profit margin, the firm's return on equity will increase as its debt to assets ratio decreases. B. Decrease as its current ratio increases. C. Increase as its debt to assets ratio increases. Or D. Decrease as its times interest earned ratio decreases. The answer is C. Increase as its debt to assets ratio increases. Where the DuPont system of analysis identifies the true sources of return on assets and return on stockholders. Question number 2. ABC company or corporation has an average collection period of 90 days for its accounts receivable. If total credit sales for the year were 6 million, what is the balance in accounts receivable at the year end, assuming a 360-day calendar year? For computation, average collection period equal accounts receivable divided by average daily credit sales. We have accounts receivable and to compute it we put average collection period with the number of 90 and average daily credit sales 6 million divided by 360. So the average accounts receivable will be 1,500,000. That's number C. Third question. Assets utilization ratio relate balance sheet assets to income statement sales. Measure how much cash is available for reinvestment into current assets. C. Are most important to stockholders. Or D. Measure the firm's ability to generate a profit on sales. Assets utilization ratio. The answer is A. Relate balance sheet assets to income statement sales. Question number 4. XYZ's receivable turnover is 4 times. The accounts receivable at year end are 600,000. The average collection period is 90 days. What was the sales figure for the year, assuming all sales are on credit? Pay attention. All sales are on credit. So there is no cash sales. All sales are on credit. Receivables turnover equal sales on credit divided by receivables. So 4 equal sales divided by 600,000. Then sales are equal 2,400,000. This is number C. Fifth question. If A, B, C sales are 1 million while accounts receivable is 100, inventory is 45,000, and fixed assets are 132,000. What is the fixed assets turnover? Compute the fixed asset turnover. Fixed asset turnover equal sales divided by fixed assets. So 1 million divided by 132,000 equal 7.58. This is number A. If accounts receivable stays the same and credit sales go up, this is assumption. If accounts receivable stays fixed and credit sales go up, what will be the result? The average collection period will go up, the average collection period will go down, accounts receivable turnover will decrease, or number D, the average collection period will go down and accounts receivable turnover will decrease. The answer is B. In this case, where receivable stay the same but credit sales go up, the average collection period will go down. Question number 8. Total assets turnover indicates the firm's A. liquidity, B. debit position, C. ability to use its assets to generate sales, or D. profitability. The answer is C. ability to use its assets to generate sales. This is total asset turnover indicator. The next question. A firm only has current assets and fixed assets. Its current assets are 100,000 and the total assets are 300,000. The firm's sales are 900,000. So the firm's fixed asset turnover is the firm's fixed assets turnover. So fixed asset turnover equal sales divided by fixed assets. Sales equal 900,000 divided by fixed assets that are 200,000. The ratio will be 4.5. The answer is A, 4.5 times. The question number 10. A firm's long-term assets equal 100,000. Total assets equal 400,000. Inventory equal 50,000. And current liabilities equal 200,000. Compute the firm's current ratio and quick ratio. Both current ratio and quick ratio. First, total assets equal current assets plus fixed assets. So the current assets equal 300,000. For computing current ratio equal current assets divided by current liabilities. That is, current assets equal 300,000 divided by current liabilities that are 200,000 equal 1.5. Concerning quick ratio, quick ratio is current assets minus inventory divided by current liabilities. Pay attention. For computing quick ratio, we should exclude inventory value from current assets. So current assets minus inventory equal 300,000 minus 50,000 divided by current liabilities that are 200,000. That is 1.25. So the answer is C. The answer is C. Current ratio equal 1.5. Quick ratio equal 1.25. The next question. Investors and financial analysts wanting to evaluate the operating efficiency of a firm's managers would primarily look at or focus on the firm's debt utilization ratios, liquidity ratios, assets utilization ratios, or profitability ratios. The answer is C. Investors in this case will focus on assets utilization ratio. The next question. An increasing average receivables collection period indicates. When the average receivable collection period is increasing, this indicates the firm is generating more income, accounts receivable are going down, the company is becoming more efficient in its collection policy, or the company is becoming less efficient in its collection policy. The answer is D. In this case, the company is becoming less efficient in its collection policy. The next question. In addition to comparison with industry ratios, it's also helpful to analyze ratios using future projections, historical data, only industry ratios provide valid comparisons, or trend analysis and historical comparisons. The answer is D. Trend analysis and historical comparisons. Again, we earlier said that in this case it's better to compare the company's performance using trend analysis and at the same time using industry average as a benchmark. The next question. A firm has total assets of 3 million and stockholders equity is 1 million. What is the debt to total assets ratio? The ratio of debt to total assets. Total assets equal total debt plus total equity. So 3 million equal total debt plus 1 million. Total debt equal 2 million. And to compute debt to total assets, that is total debt divided by total assets. Total debt equal 2 millions divided by total assets that are 3 millions. The number is 0.67. So the answer is D. 67%. The next question. The higher a firm's debt utilization ratio, excluding debt to total assets, the less risky firm's financial position, more risky the firm's financial position, or more easily the firm will be able to pay dividends, or none of the options. The answer is A. Pay attention. excluding debit to total assets? The answer is A. Less risky the firm's financial position. The next question, which of the following is a potential problem of utilizing ratio analysis? Trend and industry averages are historical in nature. Financial data may be destroyed due to price level changes. Firms within an industry may not use similar counting methods, or all of the options is true. The answer is D. All the previous points is true. Are true. The answer is point number D. The next question. The most rigorous test of a firm's ability to pay its short-term obligations is its current ratios, quick ratios, debit to assets ratio, or times interest earned ratio. The answer is B. Quick ratio. The next question, if the company's accounts receivable turnover is increasing, so the average collection period is going up slightly, is going down, could be moving in either directions, or is going up by a significant amount. In this case, the answer is B, is going down. If the company's accounts receivable turnover is increasing, the average collection period is going down. Thank you.